So as I was saying, they've taken every single character.
Do it. Come on, I want.
I don't have the same gravitas as he does. But, he's quite a character to play. I got half the genes. I gave him half of his raspy voice. You should hear his mother though. Good morning, so. Hi.
How are you?
I'm well and blessed and happy that you're all here and that I'm employed.
Were you a big fan of Battlestar before this?
Believe it or not, I was not a clue. I had no idea. I thought it was the 70s, Lorne Green. You know, it's like, I get a cape, you know. Actually, I had some friends go, "Do you get to wear one of those cool spacesuits?" I'm like, no. This is pre-apocalyptic, not post-apocalyptic. But I've seen a couple of episodes here and there, and I'm waiting to get the whole thing, like a Blu-ray, so that I can see beginning to end.
They haven't given that to you yet.
No, but they didn't tell me that I had to go see it either. They were very like, listen, we almost prefer you not see that because it's like we don't want every other thing to be a nod and a wink to the show. They're writing them, you know, the lighter, you know, we have the model boat in my son's room. Things that, you know, they know as writers how to do that. It's not on my shoulders. My shoulders are to keep it real, to keep it interesting, compelling, and human. You know, that's what we do that machines can't. That's right, you little machines. Take that. You can't do. You can only imitate. I mean, reflect us, copy us, but you're not us. Who are you? Sorry.
Battlestar fans have already heard of your character, like for season 1, season. So, do you feel any kind of pressure, like to live up to Joseph Adama?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, you know he was a lawyer. We know that it was a big part of his son's makeup. You know, of what forged his character, and it's good to hear that. You know, now that the show's being made, that people are seeing glimpses of that strength. Again, my job is not limited to, you know, leading up to Mr. Olmos's portrayal of William Adama, but you will see a lot of what makes him up, you know, what the character decisions and traits and strengths.
You talked about the show is going to be an evolution of your character. We see how he is now, and he will evolve as the show goes on. What are you interested in seeing that character explore? Where are you interested in seeing that character go?
Well, the whole trisexuality. We didn't hear about that. Sorry. Spoiler alert. I mean trisexual. I'll try anything. Man, woman, mineral. You know. When people said, you know, you're going to play Adama's father, you know, again, Kirk Douglas is not Michael Douglas, you know, but you can see a lot of him in there. You see shades, but every time you see Michael, you don't think about Kirk. Every time you see Kirk, you don't go, boy, he's just like my, you know, and it shouldn't be about that because that's one joke that'll get old quick. You know, so the fact is that we are honored to have something to shoot for. The reality is that the evolution for my character is from a guy who just wants to assimilate and do the right thing like a good all Caprican, as we would say, all American, to somebody that has to take things into his own hands. To somebody who has to evolve strengths he doesn't know he has. You know, that's the interesting part. Is if I'm already playing a guy who he's going to be in 3 or 4 years, what are we going to watch? You know, the same thing over and over again. So I want to be not as developed, so that I can have somewhere to go.
Have they given you any information about the character that you will be in 3 and 4 years?
Yes, in the episode 3 I will be shot 4 times. In episode 4 I'll have 3 kids out of wedlock. In episode 7, and this is a real shocker, okay? Don't listen if you don't want to know the story. I will undergo a massive sex change.
To help with the trisexual.
Yeah, hello? Oh, no. Okay, erased. No, all of the foregoing was bullshit. I mean, BSG. So, no, seriously, I would love to tell you, but he's going to go through what I would call a neoclassic Greek tragedy arc.
I like Greek tragedy.
Yeah, no, there's a lot. I mean, I'm not speaking ancient Greek for nothing, baby. And by the way, Opai me greyu, I don't know if you were in the...
I heard that.
That's one of the few lines I remember, you know. Opai me greyu. I'm thinking greyu. Does that mean old? Greyu? But anyway, it's pretty cool. One of the things I've been up in Vancouver, one of the things I had pleasure doing before we started shooting is meeting some of the native chiefs and tribal traditions. I mean, I went to a powwow, and if you hear like Squamish or Tsleil-Waututh, there's so many tribes, and they all have their own dialects and variations. And I think that would make some great Tauranese or Geminon or some other language, because it sounds nothing like the Eurocentric or Latin Romance language, Greco-Roman based languages that we had. So it would have been interesting. And I told Ron, I said, you should use Native American as a basis for some sort of language, or at least the culture. I'd love to go back to Tauron and do the Tauron, the Tauron shuffle. Anyway, okay, I think...
Okay, we're done.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Our
everyone.
Tauron headmistress takes us away.
No, I have to wait
Thanks.
out, huh?